Hello, everyone. My name is Brandy Wolf. I am the Oracle of Hidden Truths, a spiritual guide, and a soul alchemist. I thought today I'm going to talk about Pluto being in Aquarius and Capricorn and Pisces. Now, I am not a professional astrologer. I know basic stuff when it comes to astrology, so I'm not a professional. But I've noticed how hard the Pluto transit hit me, and a lot of karmic situations occurred. If you don't know where Aquarius is in your chart, search up interactive birth chart. You need your time of birth, day of birth, and location of birth to find your rising sign. And then look on your chart to see where Aquarius is. Aquarius is in a sign whether you got planets or not. Like I have, for example, Taurus is in my 11th house. And I have nothing in it, but Taurus is in my 11th house. So it doesn't matter if you have planets or not into it. Everyone has a sign in a house. Okay. So I want to start off with Pluto and Capricorn when it was in that effect. When Pluto was in Capricorn, that affected my 7th house, which is all about relationships. And it hit me hard. It's also the home of Libra and Venus as well. So when Pluto was in Capricorn, that affected my 6th house or my 7th house. It affected my relationships. And there were a lot of karmic relations. I mean, I really need to do a series or a playlist of the kind of relationships I had during that time, just to give you like a heads up. There were some even beforehand that were very odd, very weird. However, this was like the worst kind to have. And I ended up having my son during that time. And the relationship with his father sunk. But I was told I couldn't have kids. But I ended up having a son who is a Capricorn. But when Pluto was in Capricorn in my 7th house, my relationship suffered. And I was going on the notion of giving the benefit of the doubt, trying to trust things, trying to nurture things, trying to fix things, when it was clearly not my fault. And because of that, it taught me a lesson to, if things just die, they die. Don't try to make things seem better than what they are. So my relationships suffered, and they were all karmic. They were all to teach me a lesson during that time that Pluto was in Capricorn. And near the end of that transit, or close to the end, I was already basically separated from my son's father, but he made a deal with me to help with a car, okay? And he stopped making payments. When Pluto was getting ready to go into Aquarius, that's a whole different ball game in my opinion. Wait till I tell you my house. Let me tell you something first, then wait till I tell you my house. Um, when it was getting ready to go into Aquarius, I found out that he couldn't make payments to the car. Then the car got repossessed because I couldn't make payments by myself towards the car. And he basically laughed at me when it got repossessed. And then he told me that for the 6 months prior to that, he wasn't making payments on the insurance. I had no idea. They never tell me anything. He never tells me anything. His whole family never tells me anything. I never know until like the last minute or after something's happened. So that right there should tell you how our relationship was. I never knew anything, especially when it came to finances. So anyway, Pluto goes into Aquarius, and it's in my 8th house. Pluto and Scorpio basically the 8th house is the home of Pluto and Scorpio. So I'm getting a double hit, basically, with Pluto being in Aquarius and Aquarius being in the 8th house. But I am an Aquarius. It's my sun sign. So, I have the sun also there as well. So I'm getting like a double whammy. And in this transit, because, you learned that my car got repossessed. And the 8th house is all about finances, debt, shared resources, transformation, shadow work, death, rebirth, like rising up from the ashes like a phoenix. And I have to go through this for like 20 years. Or anybody that has, wherever your house is for Aquarius, you have like 20 years here. And you might be going through the same thing I am, depending on where your house is for Aquarius. And for me, it's the 8th house. I'm a Cancer rising, Aquarius sun, Pisces moon. So, this is also hit me to where I need to change some things. I need to transform some things. And I'm changing my career as well. I keep feeling that I'm just no longer really a tarot reader. I'm more than that. I'm a guide. I help people transform their lives. I still love doing tarot readings. I still love it doing oracle readings and tarot readings. I still use them in my practice to this day. But I use them a little bit differently as well. They help give me pointers and keep me guided and keep me balanced, keep me grounded. And I see things that I might have it in my head of what I want to say, but I can look at that card and say, okay, yeah, that's what I want to say. So that's why I'm now calling myself what I am now. And it took me forever to figure out what is it I'm supposed to be. Spiritual counselor, shadow healer, shaman. I kept, what is it that I do? What do I do? What do people come to me for that I don't even ask for? I'll have random strangers come into me telling me their life stories, needing help. And I'm always trying to see the bright side of everything. So that's another thing about me. So since Pluto is in my 8th house, it's like a double whammy. And it's got me so sleepy. It's got me so tired. I'm so exhausted. I haven't really done anything. So we had to put up with that. I think it's till 2020 or 2043 or 2044. I can't remember. Then after that, it's going to be in Pisces. Pluto in Pisces. Now for me, that's going to hit my 9th house, and I have my moon in there. So that's going to affect philosophy, spirituality, wisdom, travel. Who knows? I might be traveling. Who knows? But yeah, this is quite interesting in my opinion. It's all just quite interesting. And it's like, I'm going to have this Pluto crash coursing me till the day I die. That's what it feels like. But that's why I wanted to talk about Pluto. And wherever your Aquarius is, your house, look at that. That's going to be transforming something for you. And you can always do some research on it, on the house that you have. If you have a Aquarius rising, that's going to affect yourself, how you see yourself, how others perceive you, because it's the first house. So if you have it in the 2nd house, that's going to affect your finances, how you make money. You may have to look at how you save money, things of that nature. And there's all kinds of things you can look at online. Search the house and see what it says. You can also type in, Pluto in Aquarius, like 2nd house or whatever, and see what you might find on the internet for that type of transit. That way you can be prepared. But I thought I would share this tidbit. And even though it's felt like I hit rock bottom, it's finally at a point where I feel a lot more liberated. I feel a lot more, instead of asking why is this happening to me, I'm asking why is this happening for me. Okay, try to look at it in that way as well. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and blessings.